Something on your device right now could be watching, waiting, or already spreading, and most people would never notice it. In this video, we'll go over every type of malware, how it gets in, what it does once it's there, and why it's so difficult to detect. Virus. A virus is malware that attaches itself to normal files and spreads when those files are opened. It relies on human action, which is why it often hides inside things that look harmless, like documents, installers, or email attachments. Once it starts running, it can modify or corrupt files, slow the system down, and copy itself into other programs. Some viruses are designed to stay quiet and spread as much as possible, while others are built to activate at a certain point and cause visible damage. Worm. A worm doesn't need you to do anything at all. It moves on its own, spreading through networks by exploiting weaknesses in systems or outdated software. Once inside, it creates copies of itself and keeps moving, which can quickly overload networks and systems. Unlike a virus, it doesn't attach to files, which makes it faster and harder to contain once it starts spreading. Trojan. A Trojan pretends to be something useful, like an app, game, or software update. It gets installed because it looks safe, often coming from downloads, fake websites, or unofficial app stores. Once inside, it quietly opens a path for attackers. That access can be used to steal files, monitor activity, install other malware, or take control of the device without the user noticing. Ransomware. Ransomware locks your files or your entire system and demands payment to unlock it. It often spreads through phishing emails, malicious links, or compromised downloads. Once it activates, files are encrypted so they can't be opened, and a message appears demanding money for a decryption key. Even if payment is made, there's no guarantee access will be restored, which makes it one of the most disruptive types of malware. Spyware. Spyware runs silently in the background, tracking what you do without any clear signs. It can monitor browsing habits, capture personal information, and even access things like messages or camera activity in some cases. Because it's designed to stay hidden, it can remain active for long periods, slowly collecting data and sending it back to whoever installed it. Adware. Adware fills a device with unwanted ads, pop-ups, and redirects, often appearing during browsing or inside apps. It usually comes bundled with free software or shady downloads. While it may not seem as harmful at first, it can track user behavior, reduce performance, and push people toward unsafe websites that lead to more serious infections. Keylogger. A keylogger records everything you type, capturing passwords, messages, and search activity in real time. It often runs invisibly in the background and can be installed through infected downloads or Trojans. Because it collects information directly as it's entered, it can bypass many security measures and give attackers access to accounts without needing to break in. Rootkit. A rootkit hides deep inside a system, often embedding itself into core parts of the operating system. It's designed to stay invisible while maintaining control, sometimes even disabling security tools or altering system behavior to avoid detection. Because of how deeply it integrates, removing it can be extremely difficult without completely resetting the system. Fileless malware. Fileless malware doesn't rely on traditional files stored on a device. Instead, it uses built-in system tools and runs directly in memory. It often enters through scripts or compromised websites, then operates without leaving obvious traces. This makes it much harder to detect with standard antivirus tools, since there's no clear file to scan. Botnet malware. Botnet malware turns a device into part of a larger network controlled remotely. Once infected, the device becomes one of many, all receiving instructions from a central source. These networks can be used to send spam, overload websites, or carry out coordinated attacks, all while the device owner remains unaware. Scareware. Scareware uses fear to push people into acting quickly. It displays fake warnings that claim the system is infected or at risk, often copying the look of real security alerts. These messages pressure users to click, download software, or make payments, which then leads to actual malware being installed. Cryptojacker. Cryptojacker secretly uses a device's processing power to mine cryptocurrency. It runs quietly in the background, often causing slow performance, overheating, or increased battery usage. Because it doesn't directly damage files, it can go unnoticed for long periods while continuously using system resources. Backdoor. A backdoor creates hidden access into a system, bypassing normal security checks. Once it's in place, attackers can return at any time without needing to log in normally. This allows them to install more malware, monitor activity, or control the system over an extended period. Downloader. A downloader is designed to bring in more threats after the initial infection. It usually enters through a small file or exploit, then connects to external servers to download additional malware. This turns a simple infection into a layered one, making it harder to remove completely. Logic bomb. A logic bomb stays inactive until a specific trigger is met, such as a certain date, action, or system event. Until then, it remains hidden and undetected. Once triggered, it can delete files, disrupt systems, or cause damage all at once, often without giving any warning beforehand. From the most obvious threats to the ones that stay completely hidden. This is the first video on the channel, and there's a lot more to come. If you enjoyed this, subscribe and comment to let me know what you want to see next.